Christian Watson. Always need eyes on him. 4th most catches in the NFL. It's the Packers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Lions. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense. Right to the air is Rodgers. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It'll buy some time right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Fields, 28 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On play action, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the out.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. And sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. This one into the hands of Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Fields. Rolling to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Fields now to throw. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Second down and goal. Fields. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come up. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now at Lambeau. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Fields throw into the hands of Pitts here. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Fields, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll complete this one to Watson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point put through by Succop as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Fields. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Buying time to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and goal, Fields. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
Yeah.